Now, we're also asking you to have a large diffusion of your means, and diffusion theory is a field that I'm just going to give you the highlights. It's a field that actually June Flora is an expert on. She has worked with the founder of diffusion theory, Everett Rogers, and so I shouldn't be the one speaking. She should be the one who's speaking. So any questions go to her. Okay. So essentially, number one is relative advantage. When you give somebody something, let's say you're a Masai person, you've never entered a bank before. If you enter a bank and you have your hard-earned money, and I am a banker, you give me the money, you will think that, hey, this money is mine. If I give it to the next person, you're giving your money only to the next person. Right? Now, you don't think there's value in it. I need to give to you a proposition where it shows that there's a relative advantage of doing this over what the norm is. So you need to explain what the relative advantage is. You need to make it compatible to the current value systems and the current norms. So it's an innovation challenge to not push, to figure out how to create a code, right? It's an innovation challenge, it's a design challenge, right? Has to be made simple to use. Now, example. I have a conference call phone on my table here at Stanford. When I have a conference call to make, I fool around with it, then I give up, and then I pull up my iPhone and I use this. And if I walk down the hallway, all my colleagues have the same problem. And some of my colleagues are not as stupid as me, they're sharp. And yet, they don't know how to use their conference call phone. Now, who's the joke on? The joke people can laugh at me saying that, hey, in the 5 minutes that I had, I did not master this thing with 50 buttons. But actually the joke is on the designer. They did not make it simple enough. But the guys who designed this made it simple, right? So you have to make it super simple at the end. I said with simplicity is very easy. Sorry, simplistic is easy. Simple is hard. Simple is on the other side of complexity, not this side of complexity, right? You have to understand the complexity and then make it simple, and that's hard, right? Travelability. You want to be able to give the person an ability to try something. They're not going to just take your word for it, but if they experience it, that's why we do prototypes, because it gives the person a chance to try it, right? So travelability. And if you can design it such that the results, some of those results are observable. They see that, oh, my rice cooks fast. Oh wow, my head of cattle that I had is now predicted. Oh, I'm getting 20,000, every so often that I did not get, right? So observable results, right? And essentially, you look at your entire demographic, and it's a split. Like any Gaussian curve, this is the innovators. Small number of people who are creating new things. These are the early adopters. These are the early majority who follow the early adopters and start adopting. These are people who, after all these people have done, is created a norm. They are going to adopt it. These people are the latest to adopt, right? Ladders. Now, in this segment, you really, so these are the percentages, right? Sorry, I'm going to do that again. So, the early adopters, which is 30.5%, very important segment. You really want to target those people. And if you look at social networks and diffusion theory, how it works, you really want to target opinion leaders. The opinion leaders in a community are very, very important because they are credible sources of information. They're much more, especially if they're exposed to mass media, then those opinion leaders have a huge leverage. If you find opinion leaders, whether they have mass media or not, get them onto mass media, okay? So what information mavens are information brokers. There are some people whose identity is saying that, hey, I have the coolest music. You want to see it? I have the coolest music. There are many. They are the people in a network who are sharing a lot of information, right? And get on to large networks. Anything that has a large network, figure out who those names are, work with them, right? And create, if you have different networks, join them so that you can work with larger networks. There are some people in a community who are sought after. With that, people come and say, give me advice. What should I do with my life? What should I do with my business? They have just earned that position out of having a track record of having provided value. Seek them out because they are some of your biggest opinion leaders, right? And generally people like Jackie who get to know everybody on campus. Like Jackie is like her black book is like like a yellow pages, right? She knows everybody. So the people like that are very valuable because what that means is that in a larger network, those people are incredible hubs of information. You give them the information, it's going to spread.